Hi guys, it's Jo here, and today we are talking about how to use 20-minute chunks to get way more done in your day and to stop the brain freak out, the overload, and that wheel spinning, which stops you from getting the work done, which brings you in the money, from working on stuff in your business and on yourself that will take you further. Now, guys, hands up, I'm a hyper creative, Colby quick start, and so this has been my nemesis for such a long time. I am a shiny object syndrome fiend, okay? So I've had to learn to use tech, tools, and habits to really get some practices in place to make sure that I can be super productive, to work around my family, to work around my health issues, to work around all sorts of stuff, and to grow a profitable and productive business in like super short time. Okay, so we're talking about using 20-minute chunks. You may have heard of the Pomodoro Technique, which is also what this is referred to. But essentially, the concept of chunking down your time for short, focused bursts is really, really helpful. And here's why. When you shut down all the apps and tabs and noises and pings and just stay in a singular focus for a burst of time, your brain can stay on track. Your brain stays focused. You are using all that energy towards that one thing. And here's the surprising part. When you do that, you get it done much, much faster. Okay, you stay on track and you get it done. And this especially works if it's something that feels huge. Okay, so for example, when I was writing my thesis, for my master's years ago, okay, that was like 20,000 word thing or something. And that to me felt enormous. So I broke it down into chapters, broke it down into areas. And then I wrote 500 words a day in chunks of like in 20 minutes, whether or not I was tired, whether or not I felt like it, whether or not I, wanted to do it. You start getting it done and you start chipping away. Okay. And when you start getting progress on something, when you start seeing that you are achieving, you get momentum. You know that, awesome, that's one chunk done today. I can have a break now. I jump on the next one and I'm flying through my list. I feel awesome. Whereas when you are really procrastinating and you've got all your apps open on Chrome, I've got my Chrome here, I can see it. I've got like YouTube, Lead Pages, ConvertKit, Google Drive, my calendar, Facebook, everything. Shut them all down and work in small chunks. And a 20-minute chunk might be too big for you because maybe you need to hyper-focus for 10 minutes, and that's fine. Maybe you need to just work in those super small chunks to get things done. Now, there are tools to help. But honestly, guys, you can do it just using a timer from your phone. Just set a timer on your phone, shut everything else down, put your phone on airplane mode, shut all the other apps down, work for 10 minutes, for 15 minutes, or for 20 minutes, whatever feels good to you. But there are Pomodoro Technique tech things that you can use as well. So I use something called Tomato Timer, which is free. It's just an app which will, sort of set your timing down in your Chrome browser. You could also, I also use Toggle, with my team. So when I start working on a task, I'll link it up with my Trello board and I will time that in 20-minute chunks to make sure that A, I'm charging back to the clients in the right way if it's a chargeable piece of work, B, I'm keeping track of where my time and energy is spent, and C, that I can stay on track in those short things of time. But if using all the tech is overwhelming you, just start by setting a timer on your phone and start to get things done. And this week already, I put out a super helpful video, a 10-minute video with 3 tips to help you guys get things done. And it's in the link just here. And I'm already getting loads of messages back going, Giff, that's amazing. I've been using the timer technique. It's not rocket science, but here's the thing. It's things that you should do, but you probably aren't doing. So I'm just here to remind you and say, if you do that, you get more time to work on your business, because my Brilliance Reloaded group, awesome people are having incredible results right now. And what we're seeing again is that people who are at the level to start really growing their business are super time poor, because you probably haven't got the capacity or the resource yet to start to build your team. You probably haven't got the capacity or resource to outsource much stuff, and you're kind of wearing lots of hats yourself, but you need to get beyond that. So to get beyond that, you need to make time in your business so that you can work on the things that move you forward. So this is why I created this really short opt-in. If you give me 10 minutes, I'll give you, I'll give you back 2 hours a week, if not more. And you'll see it in the link there. And working in 20-minute chunks is something that has worked for me for so many years. You know, I like to stick on some music or some binaural beats. There are certain styles of music that seem to work really well for different work I'm doing. If I'm writing copy, I tend to need some classical. I'll stick on some classical stuff. If I'm doing design work or something, then I need to stick on, you know, some drum and bass music or something like that. I kind of seem to respond quite well to get in the flow with different styles of work. So you get to know yourself, what works for you, and you can replicate getting into the flow, staying focused on demand when you know what works for you. So I need to have like a great hot drink, maybe like a really nice coffee and some drum and bass, and get in the zone, and I'll get things done. So I'd love to hear what works for you. So working in 20-minute chunks helps you get super productive. So you can hear about more tips on staying productive and getting things done and getting time back on your week on the link there at kilercontent.link /timeback. So if you're watching on the replay, let me know below how you get on, and leave me a comment to say hi, and I will come back and talk to you. All right, guys, see you soon.